Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going over a deck I didn't think I was going to go over, but a friend of mine really loves this Pokemon, and I decided I was going to go ahead and throw myself into creating a deck. We are going over Tinkaton EX. I really think this is fun. It's very similar to the Berserker V. It has a couple different things going on for it, but for the most part, this is actually very similar to that. Boy, I tell you, if you want to draw cards, this is a deck that'll help you draw cards. Late game, you even kind of become Iono proof. But let's get into it. Notable cards are the Tinkaton EX. With its big hammer attack, it does, for colorless, it does 30 for every card you have in your hand. It's gonna be hitting for big numbers. You can get to, say, like, on the turn, it can attack. As long as things go well, you can end up hitting for like 280, sometimes 300, knocking out a lot of Pokemon. Late game, you can hit for Charizard with Hero's Cape. So 400s, 450s, 500s even. This is a deck that's going to help you hit big numbers, and it's really not going to worry about a lot of things. It also has the pulverizing press attack for Psychic colorless 140, and this attack is not affected by other effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. So say they try to put Mimikyu up in active because it's an EX and they want to stall a little bit. Well, Tinkaton EX says, yeah, I don't care, bonk, and knocks it out. We're also running the baby Tinkaton. One of my more favorite cards in the deck. It has the Gathering Materials ability. Discard a card from your hand and then draw 3. So you +2 in that particular instance. Really good, really fast. It helps you go really fast. We also have the Dunsparce with its Runaway Draw. Draw 3 cards. If you do, shuffle it and all cards attached back into your deck. We're running the Fezandipiti. Fezandipiti with its Flip the Script ability says, if one of your Pokemon were knocked out on your opponent's turn, go ahead and draw 3 cards. Yet more draw. We are running the Radiant Greninja. Radiant Greninja says, discard an energy from your hand and then draw 2, so you +1. And Bibarel with its Industrious Incisor says, hey, if you don't have 5, draw up until you have 5 cards. So this kind of helps with being Iono proof, but let's say they Iono you and they knock out a Pokemon and you've got things rolling. You've got your Tinkaton with the draws that gets you +2. You've got the Dunsparce that gets you +3. You've got Flip the Script that gets you +3. Now we're up to 8. Yeah, so if they hit you, you can really build your hand back up and really not kind of worry about what's going on. We are also running the Cornerstone Ogerpon. Now, the reason we're doing that is because there are a lot of decks right now running the Area 0 Underdepths, and we want to have a Terra Pokemon so that we can potentially have both of our Dudunsparce and a Radiant Greninja and Bibarel and have all of our drawing Pokemon and our drawing abilities and just draw massive hands. Another card that helps us draw massive hands, believe it or not, is Nemona. Nemona just says, draw 3 cards. It's your Hop, it's your Tierno, it's your Churn, it's your rival draw card that has been in rotation by many different names for quite a while. It's going to help, I promise. Just hear me out. We do have the boss's order. That's always good. Arven's going to be able to get us certain things, like Nemona's backpack, like rare candies. These things are really important to us, and we kind of want to have those ready to go, and Arven can help us if we don't have it. We are also running the one Colress's Tenacity. Colress Tenacity says, search your deck for a special energy and a stadium. Put them in your hand. We run stadiums, we run some special energies. Colress Tenacity is going to help us out quite a bit. Like I said, we are running the Nemona's backpack. Nemona's backpack says, put 2 Nemona from your discard into your hand. So Nemona's backpack actually +1 card in hand if you have 2 Nemona in your discard. We are running a PokéStop. PokéStop's really good. It says discard the top 3 cards of your deck, put any items you find there in your hand. We run a lot of items. We can end up plussing our hand size with PokéStop. And my favorite card in this deck is the Grand Tree. Grand Tree says search your deck for a stage 1 that evolves from one of your basics, and then evolve it. If you do that, you can then search your deck for a stage 2 that evolves from that Pokemon and evolve it again. This is going to get our Tinkatons, and really that's what we have it for, is the Tinkatons, both the EX and the baby. We are also running 2 Gift Energy. If this energy is attached to a Pokemon in your active slot and it is knocked out by damage, draw until you have 7, which potentially could also make us Iono proof. That's the deck. Let's go ahead and get into it and see how we do. Okay, so with this deck, we want to be going first. We have the Tinkatons that want to evolve, and the Bibarel that wants to evolve, plus the Dudunsparce that wants to evolve. We like going first. Going second doesn't necessarily hurt us. We're able to kind of build hand size that way, but we kind of want to go first. This hand isn't terrible, but we'll go ahead and see what we're playing. Okay, don't know what we're playing. Something with grass energy. I would assume potentially Hydrapple, given this is a Ogerpon in stage 2. I don't think I've seen any of these running around, so this might be a Hydrapple, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Already 2 grass energy, so okay, so it's Galvantula. Okay. So it is a Galvantula deck. Gets the Pidgeot. And that's okay. Okay, we got a Nemona. We'll go ahead and Great Ball, see what we get. We get the Dunsparce. I like that. I like that because we have the Dunsparce there. We'll hit the Great Ball again. Let's see. I think I would rather have the Tinkatink at this moment. Tinkatink down. Gift Energy there. And Nemona for 3. Okay. This isn't terrible. We only have 1 Nemona, so there's no point in using the backpack unless we need it next turn. We can go ahead and end our turn, though. Okay, Pidgeot will probably go and get a... Okay, well, he'll use Arven. Arven will probably get the Buddy-Buddy Poffin and a Power Glass, or the Sparkling Crystal would be my guess. Yeah, it would be the Sparkling Crystal. Okay, and a Heavy Ball. Okay, so he looked through his, probably knows he's only got like 1 or 2 Joltix, so that's probably not great, and he got rid of a Galvantula, so we'll see where we're going here. Sparkling Crystal. Oh, onto the Terra. Okay. Heavy Ball down. Gets... Okay. So this is a mixed bag of things, given that that is a Raging Bolt there. I think Galvantula, or Raging Bolt into a Galvantula, probably fits well as a backup attacker. This seems to be more like a Raging Bolt deck than anything else, so we'll see what happens. Okay, puts the Galvantula back, Squawkabilly down. Okay. Squawkabilly does not help him here. In fact, that is an easy target for us, so we like that. Okay, go ahead and pass the turn. Okay, we have another Tinkatink. I don't mind that at all. We'll go ahead and drop this here. We can go ahead and Runaway Draw. Okay, we do get the Rare Candy, which is fine. I actually like this. We can put this and this there. Put those back on bench. I think that's great. We can Colress's Tenacity at this point. I like getting the Grand Tree and another energy. We can put Gift Energy here. Grand Tree. We'll go ahead and use Grand Tree to get the Tinkatuff. And we will get the Tinkaton EX. That kind of saves us for now. With that, we can go ahead and pass the turn. We're able to have one up and running, ready to go now, so it kind of just helps us. If he does knock out the Manaphy, which actually turns off his own, his own tool that he's got there, so he's going to need to double attach to this Ogerpon for it to be taking KOs. Getting the Grand Tree off, that's what kind of matters. We can turn this Tinkatink into another Tinkaton if needed. Either baby Tinkaton or the better Tinkaton. It goes ahead and uses concealed cards. So this is kind of a mixed bag of whatever he can put together at this point, with the water energy, with the grass energy, the lightning, Okay, so we know he possibly can't knock out. He's probably wondering why he can't knock out. He's got his jamming tower up and running, so this Pokemon can't attack because it is turning off his Sparkling Crystal. Okay, we do have the Ultra Ball. We can attach here. We will Nemona's Backpack just because I do want those 3 cards. See what we get. We get the Bibarel. Bibarel's good. Let's see. We are attacking. We can go ahead and retreat. Bring up Tinkaton. We are attacking now for 210. So we do have the knockout. I don't want to use any other cards. And we can go ahead and just take a knockout. Making that Ogerpon basically not able to hurt us. Okay, we got another Tinkatink. I think that's good. We can probably put that down. We've got another Rare Candy for that Tinkatink. We shouldn't be getting too hurt at the moment. I don't think anything in his hand is going to be knocking us out. We do plus with the 1, so hopefully it's a Nemona, so we can get another +2 off of Nemona. And we'll be able to knock out virtually anything we want. Okay, hitting for 210. At this point, he's hitting for 210. That's not that bad. Again, when we plus into the next card, depending on what it is, we could end up hitting for 240 exactly. And even if he were to add some sort of other... Okay, has another Thornton down. That's not a bad idea. I think that was actually pretty smart. First Roar gets rid of that. And there you go. Kind of looking at his hand, knowing that he's got to get some stuff out of there. We have the other Tinkatink, and goes ahead and retreats. Or, excuse me, concedes. Okay, so with this deck, we want to be going first. We want to kind of get a big hand as fast as we can, and going first kind of can help us do that, but also we want to be able to evolve first. So getting the Tinkatons up and running, getting the Dudunsparces up and running, getting potentially the... Okay, this is actually a pretty darn good hand for us. We've got Nemona for next turn, Psychic Energy. We've got things that we can do. Okay, and we've got a Tinkaton potentially for next turn. Let's go ahead and drop that. Let's go ahead and drop a Buddy-Buddy. I like a Tink and a Dun. Great Ball. I like another Dun. Dunsparce down, and then we can Great Ball again, getting ourselves... I don't mind getting ourselves a Tinkatuff at this point. and then we can go ahead and end our turn. Hopefully with Nemona we can get one of the Dunsparce and get the Dunsparces rolling into Dudunsparce. Okay, it looks like we are probably playing the Loyal 3 of some kind. Gorgonseas gets rid of a lot. I think I would have attached for turn at the very minimum. Okay, Nest Ball into, I'm guessing, yep, Petarant. Okay, throws a Carmine down, gets rid of even more. I think that's good. PokéStop, oof, gets rid of the Penny and the Boss. That can hurt. Okay, switches Okie Dokie. And I'm guessing we'll be using the Poisonous Musculature. Here we go, Night Stretcher. Let's go ahead and PokéStop. Might get the Rare Candy, and we do get the Rare Candy. I like, let's see, I do like that Tinkaton there, so we can go ahead and Nemona, see what we get. We get another, okay. Psychic Energy here, Rare Candy, onto here. Hitting for 150. Tinkaton, Tinkatuff. Hitting for 90. I think that's okay. We do have 2 Nemona, so we can actually hit for more than that. 2 Nemona in hand. We can hit for 120. The Night Stretcher will get us the Tinkaton next turn, so we can go ahead and Big Hammer for 120. Luckily, we are weak to steel, so the dark typing does not hurt us as badly. He will be hitting for potentially 260, potentially 300 if he can get the Mochi, which will knock us out. Oof, that's rough. You never like to see a triple supporter line go down off of the PokéStop. Okay, Pokemon Catcher, probably bring up the Tinkatuff if he gets it. Yep. That will get a knockout for him, and that's okay. No supporter off of the Pokegear. Another Petarant down. Janine. Okay, so 1 and 1 would be my guess onto the Petarants. And then probably a knockout on the Tinkatuff. Yep, just a knockout on the Tinkatuff. That kind of hurts us, but we should be okay. We'll go ahead and use Tinkaton up. And we only need 100, so we're as long as we have 4, we're good. Let's go ahead and drop a Nemona. Okay. We can do the Bidoof to make us Iono proof. Let's go ahead and PokéStop, see what we get off of this. Nothing, and that's okay. Right now we need... Okay, we only need... Technically, we only need 3 because he'll get damaged by poison. So what we can do is Night Stretcher. We will get that Radiant Greninja back. I think that's smart. Radiant Greninja down. Let's go ahead and get more and more and more. Okay, we can get rid of this, and this to get ourselves a Dudunsparce. Dudunsparce goes here, and we will use Dudunsparce. Getting another Dudunsparce. Gift Energy here. Dudunsparce here. Runaway Draw. Okay, we've got more Nemona's backpacks, which I think are good. We can then use Nemona and a Nemona's backpack next turn. We'll go ahead and hit for 210 and take a knockout. And both of our bosses. So if he, say, puts up Monkey Dory or one other or different one prizer up in active, we can just go ahead and boss's order, rip them apart, and keep going that way. Okay, subjugating chains. Monkey Dory. Energy switch. 2 Monkey Dory. PokéStop. Okay, we'll get the Dark Patch and the Pal Pad, something he will be using both of, onto Monkey Dory. Pal Pad to, let's see, what would he get? I would get the Penny and probably the, no, just the Arven. Okay. Okay, throws down a Carmine, gets another Dark Patch. Not bad, not bad. Puts another Monkey Dory down. Binding Mochi down. Subjugating chains into Monkey Dory. That will hit for 230. Okay, another Psychic Energy. We can go ahead and drop that. Let's go ahead and conceal cards. Okay, into a Rare Candy. I don't mind that. We can Psychic Energy here. We can Bibarel here. It would even be smart to drop this. Well, what are we hitting for? 240? Okay. Let's go ahead and rip the stop. Why not? Not a great one. Let's go ahead and put this here. Let's pull up this particular Pecharunt. We can then go ahead and swing for 210 and the knockout. Got the Grand Tree and a Buddy-Buddy, and a Buddy-Buddy, so we can go ahead and Grand Tree into another Tinkaton EX. We're okay with that. Let's see our Pokemon. We've only got one Tinkatuff, so one potentially in here, potentially in there. We've got the Tinkatink ready to go. Things are looking up. It's 1 and 2. It's always great to see. Okay, hits the PokéStop. Man, great pulls. Is getting the other Monkey Dory set up. I think that's smart. Does not know we have boss's order in hand, and we will be taking this Squawkabilly. Another 190. Hurts us, kills us. That's okay. Into Tinkatink. We'll go ahead and Grand Tree here. Let's go ahead and use the Grand Tree. We got the Tinkatuff evolves. And we've got the Tinkaton evolves. Okay, we are currently hitting for... Yeah, we got plenty. We'll go that. We'll go there. We will pull up the Squawk. And we can hit for 210 and take the knockout. And there you go, Tinkaton EX. I like this deck. I think it's fun. I think you have ways out of Iono, well, not just Iono, but Roxanne and Unfair Stamp and all the things that can really kind of disrupt your hand. This deck doesn't really care. Go ahead and play a Sorosic down to 3. Go ahead and play a Hand Trimmer down to 5. I'm just going to draw more cards next turn. So this is something I enjoy quite a bit. Would I take this to a cup or a challenge? Yes, I would. I think people aren't going to be expecting it. I think it hits really big numbers, and I think it can do a lot of damage, and it's going to catch people off guard when they're like, oh, I'm going to Iono, or I'm going to Unfair Stamp, and then you're just right back up to a 300 damage hand. You're back up to a 10 card hand, and smashing anything in the format. What would I change? Would I take this to a regional? No, I would not. I would take it to side events, but I would not take this to a regional as a competitive deck. The one big weakness is if you don't go first, you kind of get stuck behind things and you're not able to move fast enough. If I were to change anything, I might go down to 2 Nemona's backpack. I might try to find room for 2 double turbos. That way we can just attach to Tinkaton and start swinging that way. I don't know that the Ursaluna is necessary, so I might go to 3 Tinkaton EX instead of Ursaluna. Maybe try to find room for another Terra Pokemon that can really help this deck. None are really glaring off the top of my head right this second, but you never know what is coming down the pipeline. Do you need the Bibarel? I would argue it helps get back up to 5 after an Unfair Stamp or a Roxanne or an Iono down to 1. I think it helps quite a bit because then you're at 5, then you go ahead and take Baby Tinkaton, now you're at 7, then you go ahead and do Dunsparce, now you're at 10, then you Fezandipiti, now you're up to 13. You see where I'm going with that. Bibarel, I think, comes in really handy to reset the hand back to 5 and go from there. Maybe another Super Rod to get back your baby Pokemons. I don't know. I know for a fact that I would try to find room for 2 double turbos so I can just simply attach to an unmarked Tinkaton EX and swing for big damage, instead of having to potentially put 2 cards down out of your hand for 1 energy. You can double turbo. That's only 1 card. Now you're up 1 card from where you were. Other than that, I think this is fun. I think you should play it. I also think you should comment down below and tell me what you think and how you would change the deck so we can all grow and get better. If you would, again, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things that help me continue to put out decks like this on Fun Deck Friday. And with that, have fun, stay safe, I love you.